All right, so for your constructed portrait, right, we're looking at, I allowed my students to either do themselves or a family member or a friend, and look, right off the bat, we can tell these are a bit abstracted, which is exactly what we want. We looked at the work of Basquiat and noticed how really his work is focused more on color than it is actual accuracy and depiction of what that person actually looks like, and more about their essence. Okay, and so here, really piecing these things together, being focusing a little bit on observation, but also giving ourselves a bit of freedom here to abstract the image, okay? So your first step for this, right? Your first step, look at the shape of your head, okay? And so for me, cut out something that was similar to my complexion. Now this doesn't have to be, I'm not saying like this is your skin tone, okay? But something that's gonna be easier for me to work on to start getting some of these abstracted colors in here, and using those oil pastels to get my highlights, my shadows, and then my midtones, okay? So first step, shape of your head. After that, what frames your face is your hairline, okay? So I've got mine here. All right, I'll start piecing this together. So there's my kind of like widow's peaks coming in. There's a little man bun here in the back, right? And then 10 facial features. So each one of these counts as one of your 10, okay? So I've done this as 10 points apiece, got 10 of them, right? So the eyes, I've even used that contour method from the beginning of the year and then thought about a color scheme. So I'm doing primaries, so red, yellows, and blues, okay? Now when I assemble these on top, I could be really boring and just put them right in the middle, or I can break the edge here so that image does become a bit more abstracted, okay? So I'm gonna space my eyes like that, so I'm breaking the edge and engaging the background. And I'll start to piece the rest of this together. So already I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? For my beard, right? Now I could lay it on here, or I could again have it engage that background and break that edge a little bit. And then lastly, I'm gonna need my mouth and an ear, okay? And you'll see all of these, okay, they've got a little bit of that primary color scheme in there. So a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, just to make all this work together, okay? One more example. The easiest way to do this is to just do your whole sheet of facial features. Now, look, a lot of us draw a nose like this, okay? But really for me, I start with that rounded ball of the nose and then move into my nostrils. So for this, it's really important that you are looking at a mirror. If you are wearing a mask, that's fine. Choose to include your mask instead, okay? And I give myself a little bit of room to cut these out and paste them down. Once they're pasted down, you could take your pastels and kind of blend them all back together so that you're getting a cohesive portrait. All right, so last example here, we just talk a little bit about composition. So this student always wears a beanie, even though they're not supposed to. So we chose to include that. He kind of looks like a criminal, but we'll go ahead and count off, okay? So we've got one way to attach the head to the body. We don't just want a floating head. We've got his shoulders, neck, start to put in image here, okay? And again, I can let these break the outside edge of the silhouette of the face. All right. And lastly, our beanie. Now I could tuck this behind the eyes or underneath, right? And really depending on the way that these are all laid out, your composition is going to change a little bit, okay? So think about whenever you guys do a portrait, if you mess it up, you kind of want to start all the way over. With this, you can rearrange and put things where they need to be. All right. Now, lastly, that's done. Boom, I got my 10. Okay, great. I had my students do a patterned background. So before you glue everything down, you need to come up with patterned background. Okay, so something that's going to fit within that color scheme. So she did complementary, pink and green, essentially red, right? Red and green look good together. Okay. This one is almost a secondary. So we've got oranges and purples, maybe a little bit of green in there, got a little lost, but still could also be considered complementary. Okay, so color scheme, 10 facial features, background. There you are.